Did the interview a little while back, welcoming you back to the club after a little break away. You were excited then to be back, and with everything that's kind of going on, kind of off the pitch at the moment, with the Coventry Bears link, the new ground, all the details of that are gradually, being revealed. Lots of sponsors coming on board as well. You must be buzzing for the season to start, and yet it's still quite a way away yet.
Yeah, I think for many years I've been involved in this club. I don't think I've ever seen a start as bright as this. I've got to take my hat off to work that Richard's been putting in over off-season. It's been absolutely unreal. The club is absolutely flying. I mean, we've got sponsors coming in, we've got link-ups coming in, we've got partnerships with professional clubs, now moving into his own premises as well. It's all come at once. I don't think either of us really expected this to come that quickly. We thought it'd be something that had drip feed in during the season, but we're already here in February. Probably better based than we have been in the history of the club at this point. So it's really exciting times going forwards. The opportunities are there for players, the sponsors, for everyone in the community really, to get behind their only rugby league side and see how far we can go this season.
Fantastic. We mentioned the sponsors. We're here at one of your sponsors today, Croc Security, and they've allowed us to use this venue for the second time, which is a cracking venue over at the Orbital Shopping Centre. So we'll give them a quick shout there. Let's talk about the new venue up at CS Nalgo. Big change from where you've been before. I guess you kind of been here, there, and everywhere. Been at Supermarine, been at Swindon Rugby Club, but now it appears that you found yourself a permanent home and something for the future.
Yeah, it's always something I've personally wanted to see the club do, was move into its own premises. I mean, it's a lot easier said than done, but one of the obstacles that's always presented itself to me was the local union team's politics interfering with what we try and do. They've been very supportive of the union clubs, but when you're taking players from different clubs and merging them into a different team based out of somewhere else, it's always going to throw up issues as much as you try and avoid it. And that's just something we didn't want to be part of. We wanted to be his own rugby league side at his own premises, where we can stand on his own 2 feet, bring in his own sponsors, get a proper social scene going, and have his own club to live out of, because I think that's what turns you from a side into a team and then into a club itself, something that's going to be sustainable and long-standing, because that's what we're doing it for. We want rugby league to thrive in this region. I want something in a couple of years that I can actually just come down and watch myself without all the pressures of having to coach and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing it for. We're doing it for the community, and I think long term, I think it's a massive move for the club. It's got a lot of work ahead of it. Obviously, there's not actually a pitch there at this point, so it's going to take a lot of work. But seeing the efforts that everyone's put in so far, the buy-in that we're getting in from the players and the sponsors and everyone else within the community, we're pretty happy with how things are progressing and hopeful that it will be a fantastic move for us.
It's obviously situated in the heart of the town as well, really. So are you hoping to, pull extra fans in as well, and maybe even extra players being in the heart of the town is, less distance for players to travel and things like that for the home games. So is that going to have a bit of pulling power as well?
Yeah, I think where we were based last year at Swindon, we got a decent following for most of the games, because that's quite central located as well. So hopefully the same theme will continue, and the local public will get behind us, come down to see what we've got to offer, come see the different atmosphere, the different style of rugby that a lot of them will probably be used to, especially over the summer where there's not really so much on. So it's a great opportunity to come down, especially now we're getting a junior side going as well. So it's good to come see what the sport's about if you're looking to introduce your kids into it and everything. So I think hopefully we will see a lot of football coming through the club and supporting us. But first and foremost, we've got to put on some entertaining rugby to keep them coming back after that. So that'll fall back onto my job then.